stepping into the idea of forest bathing, we slow down and let nature take the lead. Surrounded by tall trees and quiet air, we begin to notice how calm settles in without effort. This gentle practice shows us that healing does not always require action. Sometimes, simply being present in nature is enough to restore balance, like listening to a soft story told by the forest itself. In Japan, there is a practice known as Shinrin-yoku, which translates to forest bathing. This is not about hiking or strenuous exercise, but rather the simple act of immersing yourself in the atmosphere of the forest. It invites us to open our senses and connect with the natural world around us. We are not there to conquer a trail or reach a destination, but simply to be present, allowing the forest to envelop us. This gentle immersion is an invitation to slow down, to breathe, and to let the quiet wisdom of the trees guide us toward a state of profound relaxation. It is a way of remembering our connection to the earth, a connection that often feels distant in our fast-paced lives. By stepping into the woods without an agenda, we create space for stillness and allow the natural environment to do its quiet work. The goal is simply to be, to listen, and to feel the gentle embrace of the forest. The mental health benefits of this practice are as deep and restorative as the forests themselves. When we spend time among the trees, a noticeable shift begins to occur within our minds. The persistent hum of stress and anxiety starts to fade, replaced by a sense of peace that feels both ancient and immediate. The constant stream of thoughts that races through our minds begins to slow, and the weight of mental fatigue lifts, much like a morning fog dissipating in the sunlight. In the forest, we are given permission to let go of our worries and the endless to-do lists that occupy our attention. The complexity of our daily lives simplifies, and we find clarity in the stillness. This is not a fleeting distraction, but a deep and lasting reset for the mind. The quiet presence of the trees has a way of putting our own troubles into perspective, reminding us of a larger, more patient rhythm that exists beyond our immediate concerns. Beyond the mind, the body also finds profound healing in the embrace of the forest. Spending time in this natural environment has been shown to have remarkable physical effects. Blood pressure, often elevated by the pressures of modern life, begins to lower, finding a healthier, more balanced rhythm. Our immune system, our body's own quiet defender, receives a significant boost. Trees release natural compounds called phytoncides, which we breathe in. Studies have shown that these airborne chemicals increase the number and activity of our natural killer cells, a type of white blood cell that fights off infection and illness. Even our sleep patterns improve. The deep relaxation and reduced stress from a day in the forest can lead to more restful and restorative nights, allowing our bodies to fully repair and rejuvenate. It is as if the forest offers a gentle, natural medicine, working in harmony with our body's innate ability to heal itself without any conscious effort on our part. The science behind forest bathing reveals why this practice is so powerfully effective. It is not just a feeling or a poetic idea. There are tangible, measurable processes at play. When we are in a natural setting, our senses are greeted by stimuli that trigger a relaxation response in our brains. The scent of damp earth and pine needles, the subtle sounds of rustling leaves and birdsong, and the sight of dappled sunlight filtering through a canopy of green all send signals to our nervous system to calm down. Studies using brain imaging show that exposure to these natural elements deactivates the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain associated with rumination and worry. At the same time, it activates the parts of the brain linked to empathy, pleasure, and emotional stability. The air itself, rich with phytoncides released by trees, has a direct physiological effect, reducing stress hormones like cortisol. This combination of sensory input works together to shift us from a state of fight or flight to one of rest and digest, creating a holistic sense of well-being that is grounded in our biological makeup. Practicing forest bathing is a simple and intuitive art. It begins with the intention to walk slowly and, without a specific destination in mind. Find a path and allow your pace to become unhurried, letting your feet find their own gentle rhythm on the earth. As you move, begin to actively observe your surroundings with all your senses. Notice the intricate patterns of bark on a tree, the way light filters through the leaves, and the subtle movements of insects on the forest floor. Listen to the symphony of sounds, the whisper of the wind, the distant call of a bird, the crunch of leaves underfoot. Take deep, intentional breaths, drawing the fresh, clean air deep into your lungs and exhaling slowly. Feel the air on your skin and the texture of a leaf or a smooth stone in your hand. Most importantly, make a conscious choice to disconnect from your devices. Put your phone away, allowing yourself to be fully present in the moment and in the environment. This is not about achieving anything, but simply about being a quiet observer in the vibrant, living world of the forest. For those who are new to this practice, the best approach is to start small and keep it simple. You do not need a vast, remote wilderness to begin. A quiet local park with a grove of trees or a nearby nature trail can be just as effective. Begin with short walks, perhaps just 15 or 20 minutes, and gradually extend the time as you become more comfortable with the practice. The key is to choose a place where you feel safe and can be relatively undisturbed, allowing you to relax without distraction. During your walk, focus on the principles of mindfulness. Pay attention to your breath, the sensation of your feet on the ground, and the sights and sounds around you. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the present moment without judgment. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to do this. The goal is simply to be present and open, allowing the restorative qualities of nature to unfold at their own pace. In our modern world, the relevance of forest bathing has never been more apparent. We live in an age defined by screens, constant connectivity, and the relentless pace of urban life. Our days are often spent indoors, under artificial light, and our minds are saturated with information and digital noise. This chronic disconnection from the natural world has taken a toll on our collective well-being, contributing to rising levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout. Forest bathing is gaining popularity today because it offers a simple, accessible, and powerful antidote to this modern condition. It is a return to something fundamental, a way to recalibrate our overwhelmed nervous systems and remember our place within the larger web of life. It serves as a gentle reminder that true restoration is often found not in adding more to our lives, but in stepping away, slowing down, and allowing ourselves to be held by the quiet, healing presence of the natural world. This gentle practice shows us that healing does not always require action. Sometimes, simply being present in nature is enough to restore balance, like listening to a soft story told by the forest itself.